I'm going to give you guys a small crash course of theory. I'll stay in the key of C and give you what little bit that I understand about music theory, and a few preacher chords. Brother Larry asked me about that, so some of the few preacher chords that I use, I'll pass on to you all too. The first thing, it's a little music theory about the keyboard itself. So, C. The C note will always be to the left of the two black notes. C. C is always C. If you go down here, two black notes here, C, 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 will always be C. In the key of C, there is a scale called a C scale. Now they have numbers. The old-fashioned way was do, re, mi. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That makes a C scale, which is called a C major scale. They all have numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What are half steps and whole steps? Simple as this. A half step is the very next note to the note that you're playing. If I want to go a half step up, incidentally, up on the keyboard is going this way. Down on the keyboard is going this way. So C, a half step going that direction up would be the very next note, a half step. That is a half step above C. Middle C is from my big belly, from your stomach, your body, middle of any keyboard is middle C, incidentally also. So a half step up is D flat or C sharp. I'll cover that here soon also. A half step down going that direction from C is B. If you start on here, C sharp, a half step going up is the very next note to it. That's a half step. Whole steps, you skip a note in the middle of two notes. C, for instance, the very next note is D. That's a whole step. Why? Because you skip the note in the middle. It can be any note anywhere. For instance, if you start on B, your starting point, B, a whole step going up from B would be what? You skip this note and you use that note. So that's a whole step right there, because you skip one note in the middle. Going down, if I started here on B flat and going down that direction, a whole step will be by my very next note would be A flat, because I skipped A. Flats and sharps. C. Going up, your very next note, black note, would be C sharp, because the note before it is C, the white note, and the very next note going that direction up would be C, so that call that sharp, like sticking a pin or something goes up or whatever. Sharp. Going down like a flat tire, that would be, you would think, C flat, but there is no C flat. They only refer to the black notes as far as sharps and flats. So there is no C flat. It was just plain old B itself. Now going down to the very next note going this direction would be B flat, because its B is right here, and the very next note going down, which is a black note, we would call that B flat. if I started on A and I wanted A sharp, which means going up, the very next black note would be A sharp. So yes, two names on one note. Why? Don't ask me. I asked my teacher when I was taking like a book one, book two kind of thing of lessons, and she laughed herself. She didn't know. She said that's just the way it is. So that's just the way it is. I think it's stupid, but hey, who's, But anyhow, yeah, B going down flat is B flat. A going up, that same note is sharp, A sharp, and so on. The very same way here. D going up, D sharp. If I start on E going down, black note would be E flat, because flat means, again, going down. Like a flat tire, it goes down. Sharp makes you go up. That's the best I can think of as far as matching to it. So anyhow, that's the theory of key of C. A C scale has only half steps between 3, 4, 7, 8. So a C scale, and any scale the same way. If you want to play a major scale starting on any note, you call that 1. And you're going up, it's always whole step, or you can call it numbers, 1, 2, 3. So you know the law for a major scale starting on any note, the half step has to be between 3 and 4. So 1 to 2 is a whole step. 2 to 3 is a whole step. Remember now, whole step is skipping note in the middle. 1, skip note. 2, skip note. 3. So that's 2 whole steps right there. Now comes the half step. Note right next to it, black note. 5, whole step. 6, whole step. 7, whole step. Here's the rule again, half step between 7 and 8. That's your A flat, major scale. Start on B flat, same way. Whole step, that's 1, 2, 3, whole step. Here's 3 and 4, half step. 5, 6, 7, and half step. 8. That is a B flat major scale. Minor gets deep, because that means now you got a half step between 1, 2, and 3. So that has to be 3, because there's a law for minor scale. You know for sure it's a half step between 2 and 3. That's a law for minor scale, and so forth. It changes up there. It gets deep then, and forth. There's all kind of minor scales. The minor sound. A minor sound, major sound. Major notes, major, minor. It always had that sad sound to it, because songs with sadness is usually wrote in a minor key.